Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
aluminum bike. This feels like my full carbon Specialized Roubaix. Full carbon versus this, and it feels generally the same. I'm guessing this is a size 54. Because my Specialized is a special, my full carbon bike is 54 centimeters also. Alright, we'll talk about it at the end. I'm only gonna go halfway, I'm not gonna go all the way. I'm gonna go to the next park, at Moon Park in Costa Mesa. Left. Thank you. Yep, yep. On your left. Alright, so that's what, 15 minutes in, I'm guessing, 10 minutes? Okay. Now, I can feel the initial typical, very, very typical aluminum vibration through my saddle. Even though I have 45 millimeter tires, it absorbs a lot, but it still goes through. And it took a while for my body to finally realize there's something underneath. So this is where carbon or titanium beats aluminum. Yeah, I can start to feel it already. So now I know that even with the 45 millimeter tires, well, it still has stock aluminum wheels. so it's still slightly a little heavy because I don't like aluminum wheels. I like aluminum frames, and yes, I'd prefer carbon over aluminum, and I'd prefer aluminum over steel, but overall I prefer titanium over all of them. Speaking of which, I'll explain all of that later. But yeah, the general feel, physical feel, as in performance, it feels exactly like my full carbon specializer bay. So OZARK Trail, your G.1 Explorer design, very well done, very well made. But it needs a lot of parts that need to be upgraded, like the carbon rims. I'm getting carbon rims later, maybe next month. Carbon fork, definitely carbon fork. And I'm exchanging these drop bars to carbon as well. And now that I feel it on my rear end, I'm definitely changing the seat post to carbon. Usually I don't when I do my upgrades on my other bikes, but since this was smaller, you feel a little bit more vibration. But other than that, this bike is so fun. It feels like a road bike, but with fat tires. So let me explain that at the very end over there. There should be a park soon called Moon Park. The gearing's nice. Its switch is nice. I'm thinking about changing it to 2x10, but that can be until like way later in the future. And I'm gonna change the crankset to a 1x. That's also later in the future. But the first initial changes will be the rims, the handlebar, and then the fork. The rims is first, because the rims is like the heaviest parts without the tires. Overall, it's the heaviest part that needs to be changed. It's almost like 7 pounds, almost 5 pounds for well, actually no, it is 7 pounds. What am I saying? With the gears on, with the cassette, it's really heavy. That's why all of my bike builds, I change the rims, the fork, and the drop handlebars. Makes a whole lot of difference. Oh, and by the way, guys, OZARK Trail, I got something to tell you guys. Your handlebar and your steel fork combination is really nice on the hands. Usually One of the reasons why I changed them is because of the discomfort. But yours, not bad, Ozark Trail. Not bad. I haven't felt anything on my hands yet. Good job. I gotta change the saddle height when we get there. I can feel it on my quads. That means I'm way too low. I don't feel anything on my hamstrings at all. If I don't change it now, it's gonna affect my knees big time. Oh, there it is. We're gonna stop after this next drop. Kick it up a notch. bad. Wow. Where can I go? first real big hill with the new saddle adjustment. Saddle adjustment worked. Climbing is a little tough, but luckily, oh man, luckily I convinced myself to change the saddle height. Otherwise I would have not have made that. No, I usually can make it, but for a new bike, I haven't tried it yet. I wanted to try it out while sitting down on the saddle. Like a stop right there that looks over the golf course. It's right there. I see it. I see it. I'm gonna make my pit stop.
Morning.
Good morning.
I mean, they always look So I'm parked here at Moon Park right now. I'm about to do a review on this OZARK trail, G.1 Explorer. Hold on, let me just put my gear nice and neat really quick. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my helmet matches and my shoes match, because color matching makes the bike faster, you know? So anyway, this is a beautiful bike from OZARK Trail, the G.1 Explorer by Walmart. Man, my ADD is kicking in. Look at that, somebody put and left food over here, I guess for the squirrels. And look at how territorial the squirrels are. They don't want the tree to go. Anyway, oh look, even the table matches the bike. Okay, so my initial thoughts on my brand new G.1 Explorer. One of my best friends bought it for me just over the weekend, and it is an amazing bike, especially from Walmart. I pretty much said everything that I needed to say on the ride out. I'll probably post that, and you can gather information from both this view and also as well as the ride view. So if you haven't noticed yet, well, actually I haven't even shown you guys, but anyway, I'm going to show you guys the components, whatever it has stock, and the stuff that I added myself, and then we'll go from there. Okay, initially I wanted to use the GoPro, but the GoPro's out of battery, and I didn't know that I didn't get to charge the external battery. So anyway, this is what she looks like from the outside. Beautiful, right? So let me start off with what my friend got me first, okay? He got me a flat bar, which is a large because it's my size. But unfortunately, the way not the flat bar, but the frame itself, the frame goes up to here. I think it's a 60. Really nice bike, but for some reason when I went riding with it a couple of times around the neighborhood, it felt a little awkward. So I opted for this one. I went back to Walmart and got the gift receipt and exchanged it. Got the bike, and forewarning to you guys, if your friend used the card, they will give you issues at Walmart regarding where the money's gonna go, and then you have to let them know that it's not that your friend, it's a gift receipt. Trust me, you guys are gonna have an issue with the gift receipt. So anyway, ask for a gift card. Get the gift card and then purchase the bike again. That's exactly what I did. So with that said, I got the medium, and out of all the mediums out there, that is a drop bar, which is something that I wanted to get, and then which also my friend was looking for, but he couldn't find it, so he got me the flat bar instead. Then when I did the exchange, I got this. So it's the only one that I found with Kenda 45mm tires. Something that I've always wanted to get, and I don't have to purchase a new set anymore. And look at how nicely treaded it is. It has a nice aggressive shoulders, and yeah, it's a 2x. Oh, and also another thing too, the flat bar, it's a 1x. Something that I actually wanted to get, I wanted when I saw it, because I was thinking about exchanging it later on anyway. But then when I saw the Walmart version of the flat bar, the single sprocket, it's actually not bad. But since now that I got this one, I'm gonna switch it out later on in the future. But that's gonna be way later in the future. Just got the turnies. It's a 7-speed. The flat bar is an 8-speed. Keep that in mind. The flat bar is an 8-speed because it's a 1x for the flat bar. So this is what it comes with the stock, except for this bag, the locks and accessories, the bottle cages and the bottle cage at the bottom, the water bottle, and the dual function flat SPD pedals. Those are mine. Those are extras, so I put those on. Eventually it might be purple later on. All of these will be purple later on. Maybe even hydraulic brakes, I don't know. But now I'm done with that. That's all stock. Now what I want to do to change this bike on my own, because I've done this with many of my bikes before, every single time when I go out and purchase affordable bikes, I always upgrade them piece by piece. the most important part for me is the frame, obviously, because it won't be a bike without the frame. So anyway, when I get these bikes, the first things that go is either the tire or the rims. Okay, it's either one of those. So let's say if the tires are really thin and it's something that I don't like, the first ones to go is the tires. I'll keep the rims. Second is probably the rims. And just to let you guys know, if you guys want it to be a lot more lightweight, always change the rims first to carbon. Don't bother with the tires. If lightweight performance is the key to your preference. Okay, so it's always these two first. Okay, second is always the steel fork, because that's the second heaviest piece of the whole bike. Carbon as well. You'll see in all of my bikes. I'll explain later with my other bikes, just to give you guys an example. Those, and then next, the drop handlebars. I always exchange that. But here's another thing though. Today, I felt that the bike felt like my full carbon Specialized Roubaix. Not bad for an aluminum bike, but within the first 15 minutes, I started to feel it right here. The very, very, very typical aluminum vibration that you feel in the saddle. So now I know that that's what you feel with the G.1 Explorer. But it might be because of this and the really, really heavy rims. But we'll see. I'm not gonna change well, I am still gonna change this because I want to change the saddle, but not bad for a stock saddle. But the saddle's still gonna change eventually. And then this one, this low budget stock seat posts, gotta go. I don't know if I want to get an aluminum one or get a carbon one, because I've never changed the carbon when it comes to my builds. My Roubaix is carbon, but I've never tried it on an aluminum bike. So changing these, changing this, eventually this, and eventually that. Obviously the derailleur, because it has to match or it has to work with the sprockets in the back of the cassette. But yeah, that's it pretty much. Okay, so the next one, real question is, who is this bike for? I know a lot of you guys are all into budget this, budget that, and then all of you, there's some people that can afford it, and then there are just some people that are really, really snooty. And the snooty people's not even gonna look at this, and they're probably judging it right now just by watching this. But for us that prefer to get something that's affordable, this is not bad. And this is also for the people that like to have fun with, just like me, just you and I, exactly the same, that like to have fun with our bikes and upgrade them and piece by piece. And this is the bike for you, because it certainly is for me. So I bought another one just like this, which is my Marin Fairfax 1, and I changed it, and I'll show it right now. Welcome back. And the Marin was originally a flat bar, super heavy. It was 32 pounds, and then I dropped it down to 25, 26 pounds. So not bad, right? Well, 24 pounds. It was 24 pounds. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this. So when all of that's done, the whole conversation's about it. If you're on a budget and you want to have fun, kind of like piece by piece it, like a Lego toy, have fun with it. This is your Lego right here. This is your Lego set. Have fun with it. So spend as much as you want. Just because it's not an expensive frame does not mean you cannot customize it. It's up to you. It's fun. I'm already having fun with it as it is. but I want to make it a lot lighter because this is probably like 30, 29, 28 pounds with all that stuff on there. So I want to make it a lot lighter. I want it to be a lot more fun. I still want it to be a little bit more road and still have the aggressive shouldered gravel tires. So that's the idea. So yeah, this is gonna be my new roadie, but that can also go on grass, gravel, sand, whatever. Okay, maybe rain. All right, guys. So that's it. This is my review on the OZARK Trail G.1 Explorer from Walmart. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention, because I did mention it earlier while we were riding. This one is just a personal thing, okay? For an aluminum bike, literally from, you'll see the ride from where I rode it and back here, and I'm probably gonna go right back. And notice I don't have gloves on. I did not feel any vibration pain on my hands on this handlebar and the steel fork. Usually this combination is not good for your hands, and let me tell you, it didn't bother me one bit. So Walmart, OZARK Trail, good job. Good job. Maybe it's because of the fat tires, I don't know, because I've always had like an aluminum drop bar, and it kind of hurts my hands from way back from a different set of bikes before. But this one, not at all. All my other builds, no hand cramps at all. And this one as well, for stock, something that's stock, not bad. But I still want to change it to make it lighter. Other than that, that's it. So there you go. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you guys next time. That's my review on the OZARK Trail G.1 Explorer. Hey there, OZARK Trail G.1 Explorers. You know what makes us cool? We're kickstand cool.